we talk about the journey that you can take someone through a book, which it's with all books, yeah. So when your children are little, that's how they go along with that story. That's where the idea came from for Zeres and Ona.
Yeah, exactly. So the inspiration for the book series came 3 years ago when I had my son, and then his dad and I, working both of us in the tech industry, we started thinking about the way in which we'd like to introduce him to the world of computers. And well, we already, on one hand, as you said, we started looking at the things that we were already doing at home, which was reading books. And then we didn't see many books, introducing this topic to kids, while computers were everywhere in our home, and I needed this tool to help him understand that part of the reality around him, right? So that was that. And then in the past, I was teaching programming to other people and to switch careers into tech, as I did myself when I got my kids, And then what I learned as a teacher is that stories are so important, and especially when they are learning something new, right? So I said, okay, one thing that I learned during my classes, actually, like if you ask any of my students, they would say like, we are not using computers. And I was like, we need to talk about code. Like we didn't come here to code, like it's important to get this right, And then what I saw, it's like most of the times they felt much more confident after I talked with them about code, after they heard my stories about APIs, or they heard my stories about RESTful, and I don't know, like you name it, right? So I thought, okay, how can I bring all that knowledge that I had from my days as a teacher into people's homes, and help parents actually open up and guide the conversation with the kid in order to create this connection. Because I think the problem that we were talking about before, I think the problem is in the connection, like it's not about whether we're going to go into tech or not, it's about, okay, something is clear, there are women that they are already attracted to computer science. Great, we got them, but the challenge is, how do we get these other women that are not able to connect via a robotics class or via a Scratch course, because it's something else, right? So there's that. And also, when I sat down and I started thinking about how I wanted to approach this Zeres and Ona project 3 years ago, I started thinking about the things that I loved when I was little. And I thought, okay, this can be it, So that's a big reason. There's a big reason why I use illustration and storytelling to teach children about computers, because those are two of the things that I loved the most when I was little.
Yeah.
And when learning something new, the vehicle of communication becomes as important as the thing that we're trying to teach. It becomes, the medium becomes an opportunity for connection.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's what we need to work on.
Yeah.
So if you look at
I was just going to say, your book is genius, because Zeres and Ona takes people through a journey of ones and zeros.
Yes. So it's here. This is the new one. I got it too. I have to show you. So I got it like two. This is a computer inside. Everyone looking. This is how it looks like. So yeah, for me it was like, okay, so if you take this book, for example, right? So for me, the challenge was like, how do you create that connection? And not only the connection between the child and the technology, but also the connection between the child and the parent, or the child and the educator, like to engage them in that conversation, right?